skill, scale, speed. Repeatedly we have been told that is the mantra of the hour. Skilling in focus by the Prime Minister and of course all the way down. And here's proof that all that talk is not just talk, but there's so much action as well. At a top international skilling competition, India has done very well, in fact far better than it did 2 years ago at a similar competition, and we're absolutely honored to have the medal winners and all those who've done us so very proud, and of course all the facilitators because of whom this has been possible. I'll introduce them in just a bit, लेकिन पहले आप उनमें से एक हैं जिन्होंने वहाँ पे मेडल जीता है. जब आपने ये पहली बार सोचा तो आपके आसपास के लोगों का क्या रिएक्शन था?
घर में समझाना पड़ा वर्ल्ड स्किल कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए, तो घर वाले ने बोले ठीक है जाओ करके.
ठीक है जाओ करके, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. Mr. Chinoy, someone who's heading NSTCs, playing such a key role, you're of course among those who are beaming at all these medals that we've achieved. Isn't the one big problem that we still haven't made skilling aspirational and cool enough?
While Parashuram may say that his parents agreed,
right,
but I think it is really Mr. J.P. Shroff from CREDAI who got them convinced to go there.
Right.
We have people here whose parents did not allow them to actually train that hard, and perhaps they would have won a medal instead of medallion of excellence. So I think these 8 medallion winners and actually the 27 kids who already participated in the World Skills event, many of them went abroad for the first time.
Right.
So in their neighborhood, in their locality, in their peer sector, there's a huge change in aspirational levels. And I think also the second aspirational thing that has happened is that it's not well known that there were 9 CEOs, and 2 of them are actually sitting here, who were the experts for some of these 27 trainees.
I see.
And the interesting part is that many of them had over 100 crore turnover, and they spent time training these kids. And there's aspiration now among companies to actually build
to try and
Team India.
Develop this talent and get us there. I'm going to just speak to the people that you talk about in just a bit. I just want to hear from the medal winners. मैं आपसे वही सवाल पूछूंगी जो मैंने इनसे पूछा कि हेयर ड्रेसिंग के बारे में जब पहले बात होती है तो शायद बहुत लोग बोलेंगे कि हेयर ड्रेसिंग क्यों और कुछ क्यों नहीं. ये आपके साथ भी हुआ क्या?
हाँ हुआ था. क्यों, मेरा फैमिली बैकग्राउंड यही है. तो मेरे पापा दादाजी को देख के मैंने मना कर दिया था कि मैं हेयर ड्रेसिंग कभी नहीं करूंगा.
अच्छा, आपके साथ उल्टी कहानी है. अच्छा, ओके.
कि मैं कभी नहीं करूंगा. फिर वो कह रहे थे कि कुछ नहीं करना, आगे पीछे बाल ही काट ले. तो फिर मैं अलग अलग स्किल में गया. फिर बाद में मुझे लगा कि नहीं इसमें कुछ है. तो फिर मैंने प्रभात स्पाइन इंस्टीट्यूट एक उदयपुर में इंस्टीट्यूट है, मैं वहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग के लिए गया था. फिर वहाँ पे मैंने वहाँ सीखा है. सीखने से पहले मैंने वहाँ पे वर्क किया था कि मैंने वहाँ पे झाड़ू भी लगाया, सब कुछ किया. उसके बाद मैंने धीरे धीरे करके सीखा. उसके बाद मुझे ये मेरे जो सर थे वो इस तरह के स्टाइल नहीं बनाते, वो फोटो देखता था मैं को ये कैसे बनते हैं, मुझे भी बनाना है. फिर मैंने धीरे धीरे करके वो से बनाता था, मैं प्रैक्टिस करता था. फिर इंटरनेशनल क्लासेस हुई थी. फिर मैंने खुद की सैलरी इकट्ठी करके फिर वो मैंने वो क्लासेस कम्पीट की. उसके बाद मैं कंपटीशन में गया, छोटे छोटे जो कंपटीशन होते हैं उसमें गया. फिर मैं नेशनल कंपटीशन में गया था.
तो आप बिल्कुल क्लियर थे कि ये आपको करना है एंड यू रियली हैव टू गिव इट योर बेस्ट. मिस्टर वेणुगोपाल, टेक्निकल डेलीगेट फॉर द वर्ल्ड स्किल कंपटीशन फ्रॉम इंडिया. सो यू ऑफ कोर्स बीन सीइंग देयर प्रोग्रेस वेरी क्लियरली, बीन पार्ट ऑफ मॉनिटरिंग इट, पार्ट ऑफ द टीम दैट इज नाउ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर सीइंग these medals or medallions as we can call them. What was it like, sir? What's been the preparation like? What are the kind of hurdles that you encounter for them, say from their families, from society, even from them personally, the reluctance?
First, I would say that it is a substantial growth in the feeling and getting the youngsters attracted to this world skill. When it was hardly 2 or 3 when we participated in Japan and finally grown to 27 itself is a big success. And we are seeing that industries, as Mr. Chinoy was telling, industries are backing up them. And that's another substantial, I would say, improvement for India. And the growth, because we have got a limitation in our India's vocational training system. So we do not have a systematic training as it is expected or done in other countries. So picking up the boys, showing them the interest in that, then bringing them up in a short period, that is one of the shortfalls of India. Maybe we'll have to slowly surpass it. We have got 2 years ahead now for the next competition. So if you plan and do, catch the youngsters in the right time.
That's of course being key. That's being key. Catch them at the right time and tell them that this is possible.
And back up for the industries. I feel we'll be showing something different in Dubai.
We're talking about corporates. I'd like to introduce Mukesh Kumar Gupta, member CI National Committee on Skill Development and also Vice President Maruti Suzuki Training Academy. Sir, when we talk about the role of corporates and what they should be doing, many people have argued that it's actually when you skill up, the corporates are skilling for themselves. Should they play a bigger role? On the other hand, corporates would turn around and say, no, we need more incentives. Incentivize us further. What would you say, sir?
No. By doing this scaling, we also come to know the gaps also. And we have faced so many challenges with our competitors also that we have to train them for technical as well soft skill also. Right. How to behave there, how to speak, how to behave with the colleagues, etiquettes.
Absolutely. It's more than
the technical skill also.
Right. But the other question has always been, sir, if I could ask you, the other question has always been that who is going to train them? Like, where are we going to get the trainers from? Do you think that this is an example that you sort of answered that you look for it, you can find the trainers as well? Because when we talk about skilling, who is sort of in a position to skill them just right or skill them properly? Is that a fair worry?
No, I think Mr. Gupta made two very critical points. When these boys go and compete, for example, we have Abhishek here who was trained by Toyota, and he's now working in Toyota.
I see.
Right? Okay, and here we have Sachin who wants to continue his thing, but was working with the Mahindra system.
I see.
So what these organizations have done, the Maruti story or Toyota story, or even you hear Samantha who coached Pradeep, or Neha who works for Enrich, these people, their best people, have become trainers.
Right.
And they now, and in fact, like JP Shroff can actually train trainers in India, and they're very, very knowledgeable, and they're benchmarked, like Mr. Gupta said, with international aspects.
Right.
And one of the things that we learned from WorldSkills was that one of the questions being asked is, how did India get business people and CEOs to come in as experts? And that's and we want to increase this going forward.
Sure.
Because then people actually realize how it impacts productivity, how it impacts the workforce.
What's in it for you at the end of the day, really? Because which is
as a country, we'll progress.
Right.
So I think also we asked the wrong question. The thing is, how do you take one good trainer to 1 million people?
Right.
So we need technology, not how do we get one trainer for 20 people.
Right.
I think if you look at the question differently, we'll get the answer.
That's an important point that you make. I'm just going to come to Mr. Shroff in just a bit. But पहले हम आपकी कहानी थोड़ा सुनना चाहते हैं.
After selecting from a national skill competition, I had gone to Japan for 6 months training. There I got very good skill by Japanese trainers. I could not speak Japanese, even though by their actions and my expert teaching skills, I could able to come to this level. Very happy to be a part of a country and company.
Sanjay Bahal, CEO NIT Yuva with us. The focus for many years has been that it's only the IT sector that's coming forward, the IT sector skilling its own. Where are the other sectors? We are seeing sort of like with examples that are now being quoted, that is somewhat changing. We've seen like top examples here of how other sectors are coming forward. But is it fair when IT companies sort of stand by and say the biggest burden is still on us, we're still carrying the weight of far more sectors on us where there should be so many more coming forward? How would you respond to that?
See, it's been our continuous endeavor at NIT to set global standard and promote excellence, be it IT or beyond IT sectors, be it banking, retail, and several new service sector skills coming up, where the young population and the youth is really interested in taking up the jobs in these areas. Now, we are very happy to be partnering with NSDC and NESCOM in this World Skills competition, and we've been providing necessary skill set and training. Like the last competition, there was a young boy from Delhi, Sarthak, who also won a medallion of excellence, and he scored even above 500 points. So looking at this, we are committed what we have done in the field of IT. How do we really use our cutting edge solutions and the learning and technology to scale up other sectors also where there is a workforce shortage, and how do we really leverage our strengths in those areas and provide necessary skill set and employability to this young population of India.
Right, and that's of course going to be key. आप अपने बारे में कुछ बताइए, आपने कहाँ पे कौन से सेक्टर में जीता है मेडल और कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस?
मेरा स्किल प्लास्टिक डाई इंजीनियर, मतलब प्लास्टिक डाई इंजीनियर मतलब जो नॉर्मल लाइफ में अपने जो प्लास्टिक चीज़ें यूज़ होती है, मतलब किचन में जैसे नॉर्मल मोबाइल, लैपटॉप्स, एवरीथिंग जो भी प्लास्टिक चीज़ें हैं, मतलब कि मेरा कंपटीशन ऐसा है कि मेरे को प्लास्टिक का टास्क दिया जाता है कि प्लास्टिक जब पार्ट दिया जाता है उसको मैन्युफैक्चरिंग किया जाता है और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करके उसका प्रोडक्शन निकाला जाता है।
अच्छा। मेरा
वर्ल्ड स्किल का सफ़र ऐसा है कि मैंने 2011 में जीडी टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट कोयम्बटूर तमिलनाडु में एडमिशन लिया। जब मैंने उस कॉलेज में एंट्री किया तो मैंने एक फ़ोटो देखा था उसका एंड प्रदर्शन जो 2009 में इंडिया की तरफ से सिल्वर मेडल जीता। अभी तक इंडिया ने एक ही सिल्वर मेडल जीता उस प्रदर्शन में। उस पर लिखा था कि फर्स्ट इंडियन मतलब सिल्वर मेडल जीतने वाला। तो मैंने वो फोटो देखा, फिर उधर पूछा क्या है, कैसे क्या जीता, मतलब फिर उन्होंने बोला कि ऐसा हर साल में से कॉम्पिटिशन होता है। फिर मैंने भी उधर नाम दिया, फिर मैं मतलब रीजनल लेवल में अपने पार्टिसिपेट हुआ। वहाँ पे मेरे को मतलब रीजनल लेवल के बाद 6 महीने का ट्रेनिंग दिया गया। फिर मैं नेशनल लेवल में पार्टिसिपेट हुआ। नेशनल लेवल सिलेक्शन होने के बाद मेरे को NDTV ने 15 डेज की ट्रेनिंग के लिए चाइनीज टाइप पे भेजा गया। वहाँ पे मेरे को डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मतलब मॉडलिंग के बारे में बताया गया, प्लास्टिक क्या क्या उसके डिटेल्स में बताया गया। और लास्ट में जब मैं फाइनेंस वर्ल्ड स्किल इंटरनेशनल मतलब ब्राज़ील में गया, जब मैं वहाँ पे पहुँचा मतलब कि हर चीज़ वहाँ पे डिफरेंट था। मतलब जहाँ सब मशीन चीज मतलब
अच्छा, हर चीज डिफरेंट था। जो तैयारी करके गए थे उससे
बिल्कुल
अलग
वो सब था। जहाँ मतलब कि अब यहाँ पे ज़्यादा आदमी नहीं, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे आदमी ऐसा मतलब अलग फीयर था कि क्या होगा कैसा होगा। जब मेरा फर्स्ट टास्क स्टार्ट हुआ तो मैं मतलब फर्स्ट 10 मिनट से कुछ मैं समझा, मेरे को सब आते हुए मेरे को परफेक्ट सब चीज़ आ रहा था। मैं इतना मतलब मेरे बॉडी में कुछ ऐसा हो रहा कि मैं आते हुए भी मेरे को कीबोर्ड के बटन नहीं दिख रहे थे, ऐसा क्या करूँ कैसा ऐसा।
हाँ, वो टेंशन और एंजाइटी में थोड़ा नर्वसनेस में हो जाता है। इवन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, कभी-कभी शो से पहले मेरे साथ भी हो जाता है। It's sort of very motivational to hear of stories like this. Perhaps each one of them is going to go out there and encourage just so many more. We are hearing about how they saw people having won these medals and citations, and that encouraged them more. What sort of role do you believe these kind of stories are going to play when we talk about the larger skilling success? I mean, we're looking at very ambitious targets, 500 million skilled Indians in the next 7 years.
आपने सब बच्चों की बातें सुनी और सुना कि बच्चों को इंग्लिश भी बात करने को नहीं आ रहा।
जी।
और यहाँ पे एक जौहरी है जिन्होंने इस कोयले में से हीरा बनाया, दिलीप चिनॉय जी। इन्होंने इस कोयले में से हीरे चुने और इनको प्रोत्साहन देके आज यहाँ तक ले आए। और इस सब कार्यक्रम में हमने कुछ पार्टिसिपेट किया, हमें बड़ा अभिमान है। आई बिलोंग टू अ इंडस्ट्री वेयर टोटली डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड, कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री। I do not know whether Parshuram will continue to work with me or not. We spoke about Maruti, which is a very organized industry. We spoke about IT, it's an organized industry. Mahindra is an organized industry, welding. But what about people from the construction industry? 21 years of age. Where do I get someone starting bricklaying at 20 or 19 and 20 so that he can compete in world skills? Impossible task. But NSDC told us that Kushal, which is a CREDAI activity nationally based, that you take this up. We took it up. And this young boy probably has never been beyond Pune, not even Mumbai. Trust me, what cultural shocks, traveling in an aeroplane, traveling to countries that's never been there.
It's really opening up.
Trust me, when I went to Sao Paulo, saw the scale of activities, even I was awed. So, young people like them, they were there. Amazing confidence into at least what we did with the bricklaying. And I believe if NSDC puts in the kind of thrust they are putting in, winning medallions is one thing we sure will be on the skill map of the world.
Tell me, what was your experience like? I mean, beauty is something that is now becoming very aspirational. You see in lots of small towns, women are stepping forward and saying this is something that we want to do, and many of them perhaps very skilled as well.
Well, when I started, that was like 4 years back. It was not a field of making career. Like even my dad said, it's something that people do for just as a hobby and not as a career.
Right.
But then my mom was somebody who always supported. She's like, I am basically a science student. So suddenly changing from that background.
That's quite incredible, I have to say.
So suddenly from there to here, it was a huge jump. Right. But then she said, okay, you want to do it, just go ahead. And then she supported me. So I never knew that I would reach this level, okay. I just came in and I started somehow as an hobby, and then it went on to career. And then I think I'm very fortunate that among like millions of people in this country, I got this opportunity to be a part of World Skills India, to represent my country overseas, and I got this opportunity twice. So I'm extremely fortunate. I got a gold for my country once, which was a big thing, and I'm proud of it. And again, I got
What was the experience there like? Sorry to interrupt. What was the experience there like? Was there something that you sort of felt that sort of took you aback? Was there something that you felt really comfortable with? Just a sense of what it was like once you got there, because we heard the challenges for some other people who had to be sort of trained to, this is what it's going to be like, this is what it's going to be, the kind of people you're going to interact with. I would imagine challenges for you were very different from that. But was there something about perhaps the skill levels of the others you were competing with?
Yeah, basically we did not know what the other countries are up to. I mean, we did not know what the level was. So when we went, we were not really, expecting anything out of there. But then when I reached there, I was glad that we are better than the other countries, definitely. Although we don't know, we ourselves don't know this. So, and then it happened that first day went really well, second day really went well. So, and then we finally won a gold, which was a shock. And I'm asking my expert, are you serious? Is this a bronze? She said, no, it's a gold.
There is, of course, Mr. Venugopal, a sense of sort of like disbelief, like she's saying, the viewers said, I mean, you knew you had done very well, but you're really not sure till you actually see this, and then is this a bronze, is this a gold? There's clearly a lot of hand-holding that is required. Give us a sense of the kind of preparation that someone like you has to do. I mean, there are all of them working, of course, on their skill. Give us a sense of the kind of preparation that you have to do for all those weeks, preparing them. I mean, it's all between the years also, beyond just their hands and, their skills, really.
I would say it should be a one-to-one coaching, full-time, 24 hours. And that should be a coaching not only for the skill, even for their mind and body and totality. And that tuning do require time. You could not get last time.
I see.
Maybe you will have to for CNC, that's why.
Okay.
This totality of growth is very much needed, otherwise they get sometimes, looking at the atmosphere, they get embarrassed.
Right.
And they make, as the boy was telling that, even the keyboard he could not locate the keys at that time.
Yeah.
So it happens. A totality, a closed door training is needed, like a coach.
Right.
We require coaches, and we want the best disciplined boy, or girl.
Right. If I can just hear from you, अगर आप हमें अपनी कहानी बता सकें, घर में क्या बोलते हैं फिर अभी आप सब मेडल जीत के आए, आप तो घर में तो बहुत खुश होंगे जो आपने कहा था उससे भी अच्छा करके आए हैं.
घर में तो मैं अकेला पहली बार जॉब को लगा हूँ, घर को कोई कंपटीशन के बारे में कुछ नॉलेज नहीं, क्या नहीं, कंपटीशन मतलब क्या है, तेरे को बार बार बाहर क्यों भेजता है, क्या. और मैं बोला वो कंपटीशन रहता है ऐसा. और मेरा गाँव में बहुत बड़ा मेरा सत्कार किया, सबने बधाई दी और आपका नाम, गांव का नाम रोशन किया, तालुका का, जिला का भी नाम रोशन किया. पहली बार आप गांव का आदमी आउट ऑफ कंट्री जा रहा है और इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए सब गांव में खुश है, घर में तो खुशी है.
आपकी अपनी कहानी के बारे में कुछ बताएं.
Basically, I am from engineering stream.
Oh, I see.
In my training, I just learned from the A to Z's of graphic design, like how to start, where to start, and how they do in industry standard. And after that, I was competing against the people who are studying graphic design in India. Basically, they are from graphic design background, and I am not from graphic design background. I just got selected in nationals round. New Zealand was like a big eye opener for us because it was first time where we went to international level, where I went to international level, and then I saw these other people who are like they're the best of their country, people from China and New Zealand. I learned what are the drawbacks of myself, and then I came back, and then my trainer helped me to work on the holistic development. Like
that was good exposure because it showed you just where you're lacking and what you need to work on, and that's why I guess competitions like this are just so important, whether it's nationally, in your state, or even overseas. I'm quickly running out of time, but just very quickly, आप में से कितने लोग हैं जो आप चाहते हैं कि आप और लोगों को encourage करें, that you want to encourage more people कि और medals लाएं इंडिया के लिए, क्योंकि अब अगली बार तो आप लोग participate नहीं कर पाएंगे, but शायद you can mentor more people to encourage. So क्या आपका plan है कि आप और लोगों को भेजेंगे so that they win more medals आपके जैसे?
They've taken a pledge today to form a core group to help train more people like him.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, okay. तो आप और लोगों को अपने जैसे make sure करेंगे कि वो और medals लेके आए 2 साल में?
हाँ जी मैम, मैं अभी कुशल में जॉब कर रहा हूँ, तो उसमें और 2017 के लिए ट्रेनिंग दूंगा मैं.
I think I'll give you the last word on this. What is the one big takeaway that you think that this success has?
No, the real heroes are these 27 people who did that, and behind them are the experts. And I think we are very fortunate that the government and the ministry, and has supported NSDC to actually enable this to happen. And like you started, we need to do speed, scale,
and scale, yeah.
This, so that we can have this across the country and replicate it. And I believe that if industry really comes forward, you know, the contribution of industry to these 8 medallion winners and the experts is the most underplayed thing in the country today. At least these 8 boys and Neha have got recognition. The 27 people, like Sachin said, have got recognition in their the thing. And the Prime Minister himself actually recognized the 6 medal winners at Oceania and gave them a plaque, and she broke protocol and did a group photograph. So that recognition,
huge boost,
that recognition is huge. And you know, and frankly, not because I'm on NDTV, but you know, this is the first time I think this group of people have ever been in a TV studio. And if that can be replicated and taken forward, that is what will transform this
I think these are kind of headlines that you really need, the kind of focus. If you talk about not making it aspirational, this is the way to do it. I think turn it on its head and say, look at them. I mean, they are top of their game internationally, and this is what we need. And of course, it's almost cliched to say that if we don't focus on skilling, the demographic dividend that we talk of is going to become a demographic disaster. But for the moment, we leave the disaster stories aside and just focus on these incredible winners and end with a round of applause for their amazing success. Thank you all so much for taking our time to speak to us. Thank you.